Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty. How's everybody doing out there? Hold on, man. I'll get everything straightened out. Now we got
There
it.
we go.
Are we live now? We are live now. Good morning, Pat Malone. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm terrific, Stephen. I hope you are the same.
Yeah, I'm doing good. We got Loophole in here with us. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, good morning. How are you? We got Topper in here with us.
Hello. Hello. What?
Crowd reaction.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Happy Tuesday to you, Topper.
Oh, man. Hey, that's funny.
Hello.
You were talking about Herman Talmadge, man. He's actually had supper at my house. That's kind of crazy, ain't it?
No, that isn't crazy. Didn't they used to come up here in the summertime?
Oh, yeah. You remember Talmadge Hams? Remember Herman Talmadge?
Yeah. From, what was it, Stockbridge, or what was that town?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think it was Stockbridge. He had that, but he actually bought that from my grandfather. My grandfather was in the ham business, and he sold it to Herman Talmadge.
How about that?
Yeah, I asked Papa, I said, why in the world would you sell that? I mean, that was a good business to be in. And he's like, man, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I've had that guy. I had Zell Millers eat supper at my house 2 or 3 times.
Nice.
The Congressman, what was his name? He was actually kin to me. Ed Jenkins. You remember Ed Jenkins?
Oh, I sure do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's some of my kinfolk. Yep. So,
Awesome.
yeah, we've had all kinds of dignitaries hanging out at the house.
I drove
good
on Zell Miller's highway once.
Yeah, he can't go wrong. I like Zell. His family, man, what a great bunch of folks. I mean,
Yeah, they're
honestly.
good people.
Yeah.
He was a cool guy. You know, I ate dinner with Zell over here at Young Harris.
Right.
There was a meeting for like different, donors and sponsors and all this kind of thing. And he was at my table.
Right.
So we sat there and talked the whole time. And I sat there and I complimented him on his speech that he gave during the George W. Bush's,
Right.
campaign. Remember when
Right.
when Zell kind of broke with party lines?
Wasn't that was at the convention.
At
Yeah.
the convention. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That big fireball speech. So
Yeah.
he and I were sitting there reminiscing about this. I was talking about how awesome it was and how he's standing up for core American values. Well, the folks sitting on either side of him were obviously big Democrats.
Oh,
But they were looking, they were just like shooting laser beams through me as he and I were talking. But he was like, thanks so much, man. I thought I was going to lose my political career over that, but you just made my evening. That was thank you so much.
Yeah.
But those other people were like, shut up, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of contemplating on the conversation between you and him.
You are, huh? Is that using a couple brain cells? What's going on there?
I'm just wondering, did he get to talk?
Oh yeah, man. we literally. I mean, I sat there with him for like 2 hours. It was a big conversation.
Yeah, they were there for 2 hours.
You know,
Clearly, Zell
he
spoke
said
for
like
about
he
5
said like
minutes.
4 words. I think.
Yeah, but,
Thanks so much.
man,
That's
man,
feelings.
he told us one time that he was in Washington and he said it's too corrupt. Washington is too corrupt.
Yeah.
That's stuck with me forever.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, you stuck. He says it's just too corrupt. It's just too corrupt, and that's coming from somebody that knows.
Yeah.
Then you talk to somebody like Roger Reeves that knows all these people, Bill Clinton and all them, and talk about all the stuff that they do. Even the Bushes. I mean, when he talks about that, it's an eye opener. But
Yeah.
anyway, I had enough of the nonsense because Topper, when I come in, was livid. Man, I'm not kidding. It wasn't me this
was
time.
Loophole.
What was I living?
I
about?
mean, Loophole, not Topper.
Oh yeah.
I'm still thinking about the conversation you had with
With Zell?
with Governor Zell. We call him Governor Zell or which one?
I think
Senator, the highest office he achieved.
Okay, so it'd be Senator.
I
Zell.
think if you live here, you just call him Zell. Do you not?
No, I wouldn't. I never really did.
What were you mad about?
Well, I wasn't mad. I was incredulous, really.
Well, that's a terminology for lawyers.
Yeah.
Can you get that to layman's terms there, please?
I was a little mad.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So this morning on the esteemed show that is aired prior to this one, you guys were talking about, Pat and Harry were talking about Charlotte's Web and the sting operation that's going on in Charlotte, North Carolina, how it's moving to Raleigh. And Harry had posed the question, how much do you think this is costing the taxpayers for what, 133 people? Pat rightfully said, doesn't really matter. You're getting criminals off the street. To which Harry replied, oh, they're not criminals. And so I looked that up, and I will tell you that Of the 133 illegal aliens that were arrested over the weekend, nearly 2/3 had significant criminal histories, including gang memberships, aggravated assault, felony larceny, assault, shoplifting, sexual offenses, sexual battery, murder. I mean, these are not good people. These are good people that we got off the street. These are bad people, excuse me, that we got off the streets. They shouldn't even have been here. And they got here and are committing crimes.
Well,
and there were 1,400 detainers issued for people that were ignored by the state.
And his whole argument on this is that they're working for the farmers. They're working for the
That's
farmers.
right.
And
They're paying taxes.
Yeah, he's like, well, what, white people don't want to work for the farmers because they have to bend over too far, and the Mexicans are shorter, so they have to bend over as far. And I'm like, what the heck?
It just, man,
the argument before slavery was abolished by the Democrats was who's going to pick the crops. The argument now by the Democrats is who's going to pick the crops.
Yeah.
History repeats itself, does it not? Yeah.
Well, my thing was with the Marjorie Taylor Greene thing. It's like, do you guys look anything up at all? Like, do you ever moving more centrist? That's what she's doing.
Okay.
That's what you said. She's moved. Can you explain to me how?
Didn't she apologize though?
She did, because she realizes, I think she's losing the war of words with Trump. And
How?
she realizes,
But how is she moving more centrist? Like, give me a.
She's moving away from Trump.
Okay, is that more centrist? Because everything she's saying
Well,
is
I
total and
think
exact
that-
opposite of that.
I think just an outside observer would say, yeah, that's probably more centrist because a lot of the things that he's done are considered extreme.
No, everything that she's saying, her new slogan is America First. She said MAGA should be replaced by America First, America Only.
Mm-hmm.
Is that more centrist?
Well,
I would say that's more, in a good way. I
That's
like
more-
it, but I mean, it's more isolationist. It's further away from Trump in the opposite direction.
So I don't.
Yeah, but I don't. Centrist and isolationist are not compatible words. She's moving into what she thinks is the majority of the people's belief in terms of that particular issue.
America Only is what she's saying.
Yeah. And
Right,
she's saying that she's doing that because she believes that most of the voters or enough of the voters to get somebody elected are in that group.
elected to what? What do you think her angle is, Pat?
That's what I was really asking about, was that, because I don't know. I think she could be positioning herself to run against who's the other senator? Not Ossoff, Warnock. He's not up. He's not up for election until 28. I believe that's right.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
because
thought you would have said president. I thought you would have said she's going to try to.
I think that's too obvious. I think that's too obvious. I think she wants to be senator.
Okay.
Then
First.
president.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you were talking about President Trump and all his crazy ideas. What is he doing that, to me, that you think is
Extreme.
extreme? Yeah.
Well, in terms of looking back at our history, what he's doing right now with rounding up illegal immigrants is pretty extreme. I don't disagree with it. Don't get me wrong when I say that, but it's not the way that immigration has been handled as far back as I can remember.
Pretty sure Barack Obama deported
did
more people than Trump has so far.
But it was like a whole hum at
One
that
at a time. It was just one at a time. It's worst when they're deported.
But here's the problem with
Barack Obama holds the record for the most deportations of undocumented immigrants by any president in history.
Okay, in history, when has the floodgates been open, just letting them come across by the millions?
Well, by the millions with just the last 4 years, but it's been a problem before that. I mean, look, Kamala was sent down to figure the root causes of it. Look at all the work she did.
Yeah, she rocked that, man. I ain't kidding.
That's
But
right.
when they let millions of these folks in, and then we need to get millions. I don't understand what you're talking about. How that would be. I think he's doing a good job.
I think he's doing a great job.
Stephen, you've often said recently about you don't understand how these Democratic socialists get elected, and it just going through the news the other day. There's a council member in Atlanta that's a Democrat socialist, just got elected by a landslide. there's somebody's going to challenge Hakeem Jeffries, who we consider very liberal. Who's going to challenge him even further on the left? So the Democratic Socialists, there are a lot of them around.
I know that, but what's that got to do with Trump kicking all these folks
They
out?
they get elected. You keep saying I don't understand how people can vote for that. They get elected.
Well, I know that,
Yeah,
but I'm saying, what's that got to do with Trump kicking all these illegals out?
Well, I didn't know that's what we were talking about.
Brad Allwine says she is positioning herself smart because she knows that. Hey, go back up to that.
Where is it at? Here
So
it is.
because she knows that none of us are going to put up with the whole song and dance any longer. We're not supporting them like our old gray-haired government does. I agree.
That's very profound.
Profound.
Who's them?
That was my question.
Oh, gray-haired folks. Oh, gray-haired folks.
No, it said, "Oh, gray-haired government."
Well, that's about what we got, is it not?
Pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, JD Vance isn't, but
I like JD Vance.
yeah.
All right, we need to get to break. I reckon Loophole's got this thing going on with the Epstein stuff. We'll
Epstein,
talk about
man.
that, and it's funny to me that I got this off of X that the Democrats are actually caring about the Epstein victims now.
Right.
So this is
Whatever.
Yeah, it's the same ones that letting grown men into bathrooms. Now they're
Right.
concerned. What's
Exactly.
Oh, we're upset now. Yeah, we're upset now. We got them dropping like flies, man. Dropping like flies. So anyway, let's jump to a break. We'll talk about that on the other side. All righty, we're back with you. Big shout out to Gary Chapman. Looked like he chimed in there a little bit on us because Harry is upon it. Y'all read all the comments. Everybody's singing the song, man. That's gonna be a hit, man.
I got a question for Gary for tomorrow, by the way.
Well, don't give it to him now. Let's pop it on him.
Got it written down.
He's
Got it
a
written
lot to
down.
talk about with Gary
Yeah,
tomorrow,
yeah,
man.
we got a lot to talk
He's been colluding with all the big dogs. Yeah, we
Including
can
one
talk
Riley
about that.
Gaines. Yeah.
All right, so now we have got Jeffrey Epstein, man. Well, Democrats are actually interested in this. We've had one guy step. Well, yeah, one guy step back. I know the Clintons are very interested in this.
I'm sure they are.
Are they?
Yeah. My thing is, if they can just get the Clintons, because he's got a picture of Bill there with his blue dress.
Right, wearing the dress. Wearing the dress.
Yeah, he probably knows all the what they call where the bodies are buried.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Okay.
You know where the bodies are buried.
That's what they call it.
Yeah, we got Lupo is on this. Okay, so what do we come up with? We got this lady that I ain't gonna rain on your parade.
I mean, yeah, where you want to start? We can start with her.
with the fact that the lady that's from where his
USVI.
Yeah.
So Stacey Plaskett, she's a U.S. rep from the U.S. Virgin Islands, right? So they can vote. She doesn't have the votes that other people do, but she still has powers, and she can interview and she can question. So this all went down during, I think it was one of the impeachment hearings, but Michael Cohen, of all people, was up on the stand, and all of a sudden she looks at her phone and she asks a question about Rona.
Well,
I don't know what's a Rona? Was it an acronym? No. And Jeffrey Epstein texted her and said, no, Rona is his assistant. And she immediately said, oh, what about Rona, his assistant? I mean, she was getting text messages from Jeffrey Epstein during the hearing. That was what, 2019? When was that? I think it was 2019. I believe you're correct.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now look at JP Morgan Chase, right? JP Morgan, one of the top banks in the world. They had Epstein as a client from 1998 to 2013. The U.S. Virgin Islands actually sued JP Morgan Bank for what? A couple of $100 million because they were complicit. Why does the U.S. Virgin Islands matter?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Epstein's island?
Right off the coast of St. Thomas.
Right off the coast. And where is St. Thomas?
U.S. Virgin Islands.
U.S. Virgin Islands, right? So Stacey Plaskett, he had donated $28,000. Oh, sorry, $34,000 through him directly or his associates. $34,000 to her. She did not return the funds after he was arrested, by the way. I'll put that right out there.
Mm-hmm.
She was a named defendant in the lawsuit by the victims against the U.S. Virgin Islands, but she's alleging that she knew but did nothing. So when you combine that, now the J.P. Morgan countersued the U.S. Virgin Islands, claiming the officials had a quid pro quo agreement with Epstein, giving him tax breaks and lax oversight. And that indirectly implicated Plaskett, who was in the government at the time and was complicit in letting him do what he wants to do.
Well, now I've got this right here. It says Epstein text, ask about the Moscow project. And she says, quick, I'm up. What else? Question mark.
Yeah.
Push Stormy's payoff. And then after she went up there and did her thing, and he texted her back, good work.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he was coaching her. There's also all sorts of bad things going on. You mentioned the Clintons a little while ago.
Well, now they're trying to get them up.
They're trying
to testify. And
They're
what's going
trying.
on with that?
They're trying. Anna Paulina Luna, very popular rep, isn't she, Packy? She is complaining that they've been stalling on their subpoenas. They're saying they're not available. They're saying they have scheduling conflicts. I don't know. I mean, I thought a subpoena was a command to serve, but they're not doing it. Bill flew on the Lolita Express at least 26 times. Epstein visited the White House 17 times during Clinton's presidency.
Wow.
Yeah. Scheduling conflicts is preventing him from testifying to Congress.
First question I'd ask is, tell me about the blue shit.
Yeah. That blue dress painting. Well, how about this deal with the former Harvard president?
Larry Summers.
How about that? This guy is stepping away from all public activity.
But he's not resigning.
Not resigning.
He's not the president anymore.
But he's a professor, and he's
Right.
he's the head of their business school.
Yeah, he stepped away for any public anything right now. Big apology. But you see what he was doing. That's the interesting thing.
Oh yeah.
So he and Epstein have been
yeah,
no kidding. Exactly. He and Epstein been emailing for years and beyond, even when Epstein went to prison, and getting advice from Epstein on how to get it on with this student of his.
Do you know about the student?
No. Tell us.
Her name is Ku Jin, Jin, Chinese economist, daughter of a high-ranking CCP official.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. Now you ask why all the socialism's taking over Pat Malone. Now you know. So we got all these universities teaching them.
There you go.
I'm right. Yeah.
Man. And then now let's get into JP Morgan.
Come on, bring it on, son. Don't quit on me now.
Morgan, man, they had him from 98 to 2013. By the way, you know that JP Morgan was accused of debanking all the conservatives?
They were.
Yeah, they were, and accused nothing. They were not allegedly. They were definitely debanking conservatives. You know who they did not debank? Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, how about that?
Not till 2013. That was crazy. They released a statement saying, "Oh, we regret our relationship," and all of that, but there were a bunch of internal warnings that were released too. So who do you know who owns JP Morgan? Who owns it? Well, it's a bank, so it's owned by shareholders, but who's in charge of it? Jamie Dimon. He's the CEO.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he was not the CEO back when all of this was going on.
No, he was not. He has clean hands in all of this.
Okay.
But so getting back to the back then when he was there. So how does this work? Epstein pays people, right? He has to transfer money to people. He receives money from the bad guys, pays out some of the victims. So some of those victims were as young as 14, and the bank was wiring money to them. The internal people at the bank that's all sorts of red flags, saying this reeks of human trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
What did the big guys at the bank do? Ignored it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now they're trying. Okay, so let me ask this: they keep trying to.
When was all this
drag
going on, though?
Trump into this.
This was all going on he finally left as a client in 2013.
Well, Jamie Dimon says that he was the CEO from 2005 to present.
Oh, so maybe he was there.
He was the CEO of he was the CEO of JP Morgan, not JP Morgan Chase. When was that formed?
Oh, that conglomerate.
I'm thinking this is from memory rather than looking it up, but find out when Chase and JP Morgan got together.
It's probably after the real estate collapse.
2009.
A lot of that stuff happened then, just when you had Merrill Lynch getting bought out by Bank of America, all because of the 2008 fiasco.
It was in 2000.
Was that when
Was
they did
it
that?
2000 that they came together?
Yeah, to form JP Morgan Chase & Co. And this new company then merged with Bank One Corp in 2004.
Okay.
There you go. All right. So Jamie Dimon was there.
Hmm.
Very
Just trying to keep y'all straight. I'm
right
just,
on.
interesting.
Right on. Larry Summers, by the way, back to the guy from Harvard. He's also a senior fellow at the Center for American Progress. Where have we heard that name before?
I don't know.
The Center for American Progress were directly named as one of the funders for Antifa. So we're gonna we're gonna see that go on now too. Yeah. He's also a paid columnist at Bloomberg News, and he's a board member of OpenAI, which owns ChatGPT.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to watch that now.
you're tainted,
But
man.
if you want to go back and look at, like Brad Allwine says, who owns JP Morgan? Well, it's a publicly traded company,
Yeah.
right?
we all do.
But do we? I mean, do we? It's shareholders.
yeah.
That's who owns it, right?
Right.
Which are usually controlled by the biggest three, which are usually the same three:
Yeah.
Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
All right. So how does Trump
Interesting.
get tied in on all this?
He doesn't,
But
man.
they're
That's
trying to
just
drag
it.
him
He
in.
doesn't. That's what's so funny about this whole thing is the Democrats are saying, "Oh, Trump's trying to muck up the works. He's trying to throw a wrench into the works." He's not. He was the one who ratted out Epstein back then. He was the one consistently that when every single victim was asked if he was involved, every single victim said no. I mean, I don't understand what this witch hunt is about. You'd think that the Democrats would care more about protecting the victims than about getting Trump, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
No, they want Trump, man.
Does not seem
It's
to
all
be the
about
case.
Trump. What do you think, Pat? You've been awful quiet.
I don't know how all of this plays together. I don't know what the.
I think it's just huge. Who knows how?
I think it's got a lot of tentacles. Yeah, but I'm not sure what's going to happen with this.
I think it's going to cause ripples throughout the old guard. I think there's a lot of people like Larry Summers who are going to go down for this. Bill Clinton.
Larry
might as
Summers
well.
is like 75 years old. He's ready to retire.
They put what's the comedian dude name
Which one?
that went to prison? He's an old guy.
I need a little more details than that.
You know that guy?
That guy that wore that
Funny
shirt.
guy that went to
He wore
prison.
that-
let me guess.
Bill Cosby. They put Bill
Bill
Cosby.
Cosby.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He's also out too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will always accuse you of doing what they always accuse him of doing what they're doing. So
That's it. That's the
that's
playbook.
pretty much it.
That is the
Well,
MO.
they're probably hoping that this stuff doesn't get released, and so long as it's being obscured and
Yeah.
hidden away, they can make all kind of claims. You know what I mean?
like
Because-
Comey's burn bag that never got burned.
Yeah, they can sit there and say Trump did this, that, and the other, and hope that the stuff's not released to disprove
Never
it.
see the light of day.
There you go.
Well, I'd like to see it, and I think whoever's involved in it needs to go down.
Isn't it?
I
It's
agree.
it's sad that that man had that kind of influence
Yeah.
in such a corrupt activity. That's the sad thing. Just look at it from a top level.
It's almost like he was working for somebody
Well, now-
or a government. I don't know.
Okay, so where did he get his money? That's another question everybody says. How did he have so much money?
Being a teacher.
Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, he was a teacher. Math
It's
teacher.
almost
Math
like he
teacher
was
makes-
working for somebody.
Math teacher makes buku dollars, man. You ask any math teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
They all have private jets.
and everybody had him on their payroll for no reason. They're like, there's no way they'd let them do any kind of stock trading with Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, they wouldn't. I mean, yet they still paid him.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think they're a bunch of perverts, and there's no doubt
Well,
Bill
no-
Clinton is. I mean, allegedly, definitely. I mean, you see him dressed in a dress and all that he's been involved in.
And this is exactly my point. I mean, think about, like I said, look at it from the top level. What's going on here? This is a sad situation. You got a guy out here trafficking young girls. You got all these high people from all the world. I mean, you got the freaking prince over there in England, that's tied in with this, and Clinton, everybody else.
Former
All
prince.
these high-powered people, all involved in this sad situation of abusing young women. And then it goes right to the top now. You got all this, banking and
top.
finance and
Yeah.
everything. All these people conspiring to keep this secret so they can stay involved in this terrible activity.
Yeah. And by
That's
the
a
way,
sad thing.
JP Morgan Chase settled for $290 million for the victims.
Unbelievable.
And another $75 million for the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Unbelievable.
Have you ever just typed in? I mean, anybody just ever just type in Jeffrey Epstein connection to Israel?
I don't want that profile on my Google search. So no, thank you.
Well, I'd love to,
Maybe
I'd
Duck
love-
Duck Go.
I'd love to see Packy's Google search. Oh, I'd love to see his Google search.
Well, Brad Allwine's links don't help. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth. Oh man, I get them too.
You started down this path yesterday, and now this is a good little segue here. And it was about the furry thing. The reason I'm bringing it up now is this. You've got these sexually corrupt people involved with the Jeffrey Epstein and all this nonsense going on with that. But now you look over here at these people that are trying to kill Trump and look at what the commonality is right there.
Sexual deviancy.
Yeah, you got both of these idiots that are apparently furries. They're all wrapped up in this. Folks out there, you know what this is? These are these idiots that like
Allegedly,
to,
definitely.
yeah, I mean, like they literally are sexually turned on by animals and people that dress up like animals, and they run around dressed up like animals. I saw one of these morons in the airport the other day. I took photos of, sent it to my friends, dressed up as some freaking kind
I
of.
noticed I didn't get
bunny
one of
or
those.
something.
Don't send
But
me
my
one.
point is that
I don't want that.
well, I'm just like, look at this idiot. But that's unbelievable. I mean, look at this. It's a common thing here. You got these people that are warped. They have warped sensibilities.
But now here's
going
the
out and doing
problem with
dangerous
that. These
things.
folks have got a lot of control, and they've got a lot of money and a lot of power, and that that sheds a light on you.
So much power that they buried the fact that Crooks was into the furries and the transgenders and had 17 online accounts.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Unbelievable.
But
You sure do think they're weird, Steve?
I do think they're weird.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
You know, the moment they wouldn't let me into their little club, I was ticked off.
That's when you
I couldn't play in their reindeer games. I'm like, the heck with you furries. I want to stay human from now on. I hate you.
Yeah, well, you didn't want to put on the little hat because it mess up your hair. Oh well, we got to get to a break, folks. It's about that time. Well, go ahead, Pat. He's got something to say after
I was just wondering what's the difference between the whole thing you've been talking about here and like Caligula back with the Roman Empire.
Yeah, that's
a wild movie right there.
That's an
But
excellent
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah. How did
This
Caligula
has sort of been going on since the beginning of time.
Yeah. So has pedophilia. I don't
Yeah.
approve of that either.
I didn't say I approve of it. It's just
been around.
this is the new generation of
Well,
that whole.
So you're more
program.
into the centaur thing. Is that what we're gathering?
More half human,
I know Gary's not here today, but I know he would say it's evil. It's good versus evil.
it is good.
It
versus
is.
evil.
That's what
It
it's
is
at.
good
I mean,
Yeah.
and you get it on this full display. I mean, like Pat said, this stuff's been going on forever, but here we have the ability to see all this in its full glory. You know what I mean? Is the level of evil, and you're seeing it put on display.
Yeah.
You know, you have the evidence of it, and seeing what these kinds of people do.
All right, we gotta get to
I like
break.
the Bigfoot stuff.
Hush
That's
a
what I
minute. We
like.
gotta get to a break. We gotta get to a break.
But we're not done talking
Oh,
about
shut up. We're taking a break.
Now we're back. Hope everybody's doing good. We're keeping hanging in there all weekend. Hope we got all kinds of stuff going on. But one good thing, we're getting $2,000 back.
Woo!
I reckon that's going to be the deal. They're sending $2,000 to us out of our tariff. Tell me tariffs ain't working. Romans chapter 1.
dividend. I think it's going to be taxed as dividend income too, which is better than ordinary income.
I ain't gonna
I think that's
report
why
it.
he's calling it a dividend.
Yeah, I ain't
You
gonna,
ain't going to report it. He's going to keep it. You hope nobody finds out.
yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, sure, man. Try
Yeah.
that. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. So what's this Trump's new health care idea? Y'all followed that anywhere it's going to actually send the money to the people?
To the people, yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, I think it'd be a good thing. So I can buy my own insurance instead of this Obamacare that ain't working.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm a little. He said that there would be safeguards in there. She just couldn't go out and buy a car with the money. But
Well,
I don't know.
See, and that's the problem right there.
Yeah.
You putting a lot of responsibility on folks.
On the
Oh, we're all
people.
stupid. We don't know what to do with
Yeah,
the money.
you know what?
We are
Let
stupid.
me
but,
tell you.
but that's because of social media. There's a new report that came out that said we are actually getting stupider because of social media. Go ahead. Sorry.
So
about
no. Listen, before I was the flyer of goats and chickens professionally, I was a financial advisor for a long
You
time.
are not.
I was.
Do you know Jeffrey Epstein?
No, I don't know the math teacher. I don't know the math teacher, but I can tell you what I'm going to tell you is the gospel truth. And it's
Okay.
this is that people just fell miserably in their financial planning. I'm talking about the average
Oh,
person.
yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
ridiculously so. And it is to assume that you can give money to people and that they're going to go out and make smart financial
Mhm.
decisions that for these major things like healthcare is a gigantic assumption. That's a sad thing to say. It's because the education system in this country doesn't educate people growing up through the school system on how money works,
Well, now there
and
you go.
saving
That's
and everything
something-
else.
Yeah.
It's
Why
a
don't-
major problem. And the point is, you see it with adults, and I've seen time after time catastrophic failures in people's financial wherewithal and their savings and how their strategies and what they do. And it's a mistake to believe they're going to go out and be smart enough and bright enough and controlled enough to go out and put it in health insurance for themselves. They're not. What they're going to do is go out and buy a new TV or some new watch or some kind of thing and assume they're not going to get sick. That's what the average person is going to do.
That's what I do. I like, man, I feel pretty good.
I'm just telling you,
I like to have
that's
that
what the
car.
average person is going to do.
Okay, let's flip
And,
that.
and we're going to offer those people 50-year mortgages.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say too, Pat. The whole idea that we were talking about yesterday, a 50-year mortgage can work if you're in your 20s and you know that you're going to accelerate, you're going to pay that mortgage off. You're going to pay that extra money to principal every single year, especially in that first year. But they're not going to do it. They're not.
The whole premise of a 50-year mortgage is to reduce the monthly payment.
Right. Exactly.
So those people aren't inclined to
they're not
double
going to
up.
pay
So
more.
here's what you do. I think, in my opinion, since you asked.
We
the
didn't
50
ask.
I know. But
Just
you were
to
going
put
to
that
ask.
out
You were
there.
going to ask.
Oh,
You're going to be
okay.
like, Topper, give us some wisdom.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think more impactful than a 50-year mortgage is you go out and you make a standardized plan across the board where people don't have to put down a initial large down payment, because they can go out, and I know plenty of people that I work with that rent big houses or excuse me, apartments down in Atlanta, and they'll spend $3,500 a month with some stupid little apartment. And so they've got the money to make the monthly payment. The reason they don't have a house is because they can't afford a $100,000 or $50,000 down payment. They don't have the wherewithal to save that in any time scope that's relatively brief. And so they rent these apartments. Now, if they had the ability to go in there, a normal person, and just go buy a house and assume the payments right off the bat, you have all kinds of people that own homes. It's that big down payment that bites them.
So are you going back to zero down mortgages?
That's what I'm
100% finance.
I'm
And
saying.
now, isn't that what caused the big short?
No, it's not. That is not what caused it.
What caused it?
What caused it was that you were allowing people to go in and do a lot of interest only financing for, let's say, 5, 7, or 10 years,
the balloon
things
payments.
like this, and then they have a balloon payment later. So you've got
But the interest rates have
Exactly.
jacked up by then.
And so you got people go out there, oh, I'm gonna buy this $500,000 house because the interest on this for the first 10 years, my
Hey, it's
payment's only like
$1,500, yeah.
$1,200 a
Yeah.
month. And then 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road, whenever that interest only ends,
that balloon.
now all of a sudden it's a $5,000 a month payment. They're like, I can't afford this. So they got to dump the house.
Well, when it comes to healthcare, though, I mean, I think if they take a lot of the red tape out of it, which we, preach that, I have,
Right.
and reduce the cost of healthcare, which would help. And then if you don't take your money and buy healthcare and you get sick, oh well. I mean, whose fault is that?
Yeah.
Is it my fault? It's not my
Shame
fault.
on you.
I mean, that's bad to say, but that's just the
Flip
way
it
is.
around for just a second. Though, right now, what they're doing with the ACA subsidies is they're giving them directly to the insurance
To the
companies,
insurance companies,
and it's something to do with tax credit program and stuff. But obviously, they can't manage their money very well either. They were bailed out during the 2008 crisis, just like a lot of other industries were too.
Bundle mortgages caused the 2008.
Yeah, the bundled mortgages and the derivative.
They were all making money until the music stopped.
Well, see,
they're still bundling mortgages, by the way.
Yeah, what it is
Yeah.
that you go out there and you get these high risk mortgages. Now, see, I was in the investment world when this is going on. What's happening is this, and I, in fact, worked for Merrill Lynch at the time. Merrill Lynch, by the way, when all this stuff fell apart, they were bought out by Bank of America. The reason this happened was because they had these collateralized mortgage. CMOs, collateralized mortgage obligations. They were able to bundle all this stuff into investment products. And so basically it's going out to the investor, be like, hey, you buy this investment here. It's backed up by all these high risk mortgages that pay out this high interest rate. And we can turn around and give that to you as income, if you will. The problem is when all those things fell, and by the way, what was allowing the investment companies and banks to do this is because the federal government was backing up these mortgages and these loans. You got Fannie Mae out there that's backing this up and supporting it.
Right.
And say, don't worry, if they do fail, we're here. Okay. And also as a sub thing of that, they were out there demanding banks do this type of financing so that they could get support from the government. You will do these high risk loans. So that's what was going on the backside. But nonetheless, they were issuing these investments that were supported by all these high risk loans. These high risk loans failed because of the structure they were in. We talked about previously, and now all of a sudden these investments are failing too.
Well,
and you got all these companies like Merrill and everybody else are backing this up. That was all falling apart because they got billions of dollars in this. And it all comes collapsing down, and the government can't back it up with the insurance programs anymore.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I can't help y'all much on finance because my credit's terrible, and I ain't never got a loan, so I don't know how all that stuff works. I just have to do what I can.
Do you remember?
Hey! That's a good morning. I'm all happy now.
Oh, yeah. The question of the day. What we'll give away, Packy?
Today is Daniel Duella, so we're giving away a free lawsuit.
There you go.
Courtesy of Daniel Duella.
Can't go
We'll
wrong with
also
that.
throw in an S&S Smoothies or the 10 Roof gift certificate along with it.
There you go.
Do you remember when that guy stole your identity, Stephen?
Yeah, he sued me, matter of fact, because I actually ruined his life. But what are you going to do?
ruined his credit.
Yeah. It's nice not to have credit. I don't have to worry
That'll
about all
learn
this
you.
stuff. Yeah. I mean, you go to the bank, like, I'd like to borrow $1,000, and they look across the table like, are you kidding me? What's the question, Pat?
Question is real simple today. Who is the only U.S. president with a doctorate degree?
The only U.S. president with a doctorate degree.
Jill Biden.
It's PhD, not MD doctor. It's PhD doctor.
Oh, what is it? I mean, you could be like, you don't have to be a doctor to be a doctor. That don't make no sense to me.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
I can't call myself
you're a
one.
JD, right?
I'm a
Juris
doctor.
Juris
Yeah.
doctor.
In America, technically, you can't call yourself doctor unless you work with a culture whose culture it is, which is in Latin America. So all my Latin American clients call me doctor.
I actually talked to somebody and they're like, that's doctor, whatever the name was.
Yeah, no.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
All
do
those
that.
other ones are doctors of philosophy.
I got this
PhDs.
rash right here. Can you look at this for me, please? All right, let's get to break. 706-379-9770. If you can answer that question, we'll catch you on the other side. All righty, we're back. Who we got, Loophole?
We got James
There's
Passmore.
nothing that is
Good
wrong.
morning, James
What's up,
Passmore.
fellas?
What's going on?
What you doing?
Driving home from work to go back to work.
Oh, man.
Ah,
Leah, we appreciate that, man. All
Yeah.
these people that's on welfare and Social Security and all that stuff, we appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What do you do working all time, man?
I'm a firefighter paramedic full time, and I do construction on my time off.
Amen,
nice.
brother. Thank
You're
you,
busy.
man.
Ain't no
Thank
doubt
you.
about that. Did you go up there and help them put out that car fire on that? What was that?
Not McLaren.
McLaren?
No, I actually work in Cherokee County, not Union.
Right on.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't even know what the question was, Pat. I don't pay you no mind.
Question is the only U.S. president to receive a PhD.
I think it was Wilson.
You are correct. Congratulations.
I'll be dang.
There you
Nicely
go.
done, J-Dog.
You won. What did he win, Packy?
Hey, we got a gift certificate for S&S Smoothies or the 10 Roof. Got it here at the station for you.
Yeah.
I'll come by sometime, pick it up.
Right
So
on.
So when do you rest, man? If you work all night and work all day and
About 4 hours a night's my rest cycle.
oh, mercy. Man, sakes alive.
God bless you, man.
Well, I guarantee you that's right. What's the name of your construction company?
James Passmore Construction.
Oh, there you
there
go.
you go. So it's not just a clever name.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Not just a clever name. It's all me.
Right on, man.
All right. Well, I'll be calling you out a while. I need some help. You cheap?
I'm not cheap, and
Well-
I'm not quick either. I'm about 6 months out.
Well, do you
Wow.
take a check?
I take checks, yeah.
Don't
Okay.
take
No.
Definitely be
I
calling.
take checks. Look, I take any form of payment. I take Venmo. I take Bitcoin, all of it.
The problem is Venmo doesn't bounce after you've signed it. You know?
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, I won't know that. All right, man. Thank you so much for calling.
You guys have a good day.
Thanks,
Right.
James.
You know, you talk about all these doctors. They're smart, right? They're like super smart.
Kind of.
Did y'all see this where it resurfaced where this Michigan Chief Deputy Superintendent, Dr.
Dr. Seuss? Sweet. I love this book.
Carnal was asked about the hearing where she was asked about what.
Oh, how many
I
genders
saw
there
this, how
are?
many
Can you
genders.
tell?
Oh,
There are a
Whoa.
variety of opinions on this. That's what she said. She said something like that.
Oh, they give her a doctorate degree.
insane. Yeah.
Why they call it? I don't understand that. Why they call it doctor when you're not a doctor?
It's because it's a
couldn't tell you.
doctor in philosophy. That's what that's. PhD.
What is a
Because-
doctor of philosophy?
Means that you are an expert in the field you've studied.
What is philosophy? I'm a philosopher myself.
BS artist.
Yeah.
A lover of knowledge, philosopher.
Oh yeah.
What is knowledge?
Stand-up philosopher.
What is
Did
it?
you BS last week?
Oh
Did
man.
you try to
I'm
BS
a
last week?
philosopher. I got a I got a PhD in BS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Twice now on the way here in the mornings, I follow this car. I want to give this guy a shout out because I love his bumper sticker.
Yeah. Get out of
It's
left
got
lane.
it's got a Bigfoot holding a little alien's hand, like it's a little gray alien, and he's like they're like walking.
Guarantee he listens to this
I
show.
followed this guy
Guarantee
twice,
he listens to this show.
and I'm like, that's so awesome. I want that bumper sticker, and it kind of reflects our background, right above Pat's head there.
Yeah.
That's what made me think of that.
I think our backdrop stuck. Now we got
I
him
like
up.
that backdrop.
Yeah, I like that
I like
backdrop.
that.
The
with
backdrop works very
with
well
it's
on
like
many
a
levels.
UFO sucking him up
Yeah.
into the air there.
And labelling him fake news on the
Yeah.
way.
I like that.
Oh well.
Yeah.
We got Gary Chapman on tomorrow, folks.
Yeah, we do.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we do. I got to ask him about Riley.
Man, he is. I'm not kidding you, man. He's hanging out. Reba, you seen these pictures? He's
Yeah,
hanging out.
yeah.
Reba.
Well, Riley Gaines is speaking at the inaugural Turning Point USA event tonight in Chattanooga. So I'm wondering if he's going to go there. We'll talk to him about that.
How dare that woman?
Yeah.
Right? Speak about women's sports.
Folks, don't forget tomorrow's Wild Wednesday with Gary Chapman, singer-songwriter from Nashville, Tennessee. Pat, are you excited?
I am excited. I mean, I can't contain myself.
Everybody's like, I love
hear
it
it in
when
your
Pat
voice.
and Gary gets into it. I'm like, man, I do too. I do too.
I just kind of
Yeah.
turn down the mic and listen.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow.